Hi everyone, welcome. It's Tony Canavero coming to you today from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. Just had some friends of mine in Australia send me an information piece done by one of the local news services in Australia about one of the companies that I'm working with right now, which is Nerium. And I just wanted to set a few things straight for all of my friends in Australia that are looking at working with us and are maybe new to the direct sales industry and are concerned about some of the things that were voiced there. I watched the piece, saw some of the interviews. It looks to me like it was really designed to generate interest and traffic around a gentleman who Current Affairs has interviewed several times before because he's got a little bit of fame and drives good eyeballs to their video pieces and to basically sells news, right? So the biggest issue I've got is in their piece they are concerned about this gentleman working with a company called Nerium, and that Nerium is a pyramid scheme. I usually don't give these kinds of pieces a lot of attention because, for the most part, they come from a place of ignorance. Ignorance about the real nature of the industry, the real nature of the laws around the industry, and the real nature of what individual companies do. So they take a really broad brush and they paint every company with exactly the same expectations. So just to give you, the watcher, here some very specific information. When we talk about Australia and the definition that the government has around what a pyramid scheme is, it's really pyramid slash Ponzi scheme. And so I'm going to use the word Ponzi scheme from now on because pyramid really is only talking about the organizational structure, which if you draw out any corporate structure in the world today, it's going to be triangular shaped or pyramid shaped. So it has nothing to do with really the what we're talking about today. So for the most part, what they're talking about is Nerium being a pyramid scheme. So what the definition of a Ponzi scheme is when money is invested into a company, there are no products or services in return, and the only revenue generated by that company is new people coming in and investing money into the Ponzi. Okay? So that's the terminology that they're implying here when they're talking about a pyramid or Ponzi scheme in Nerium. So let me just dispel that right off the hop. Number one, when you start with Nerium, your startup costs are product, and every dollar that you're spending is going into investing in a small amount of starter inventory to allow you to sample and try the product yourself. It's a relatively small amount. It's not an onerous amount. It's not inventory loading by any stretch of imagination. And all of the money is for that. There are no fees. There are no costs associated with being involved in the company except enjoying the product. Okay? So that's step one. So that means that there actually isn't any specific fees coming to the company for a new distributor starting. It is for the purchase of product and startup materials that you use for marketing materials. Secondly, one of the big fall downs of most of any Ponzi scheme, and unfortunately some of the direct sales companies that are out there today, is that they don't generate real legitimate customers on their back end. At Nerium, we do approximately 70% of our revenue every single month is generated by customers who are not involved in the compensation plan. They just believe that the product is fairly priced, they enjoy the results, and they want to buy it. They don't want anything to do with the commissions, they are not involved in the commissions, they don't have to pay a fee to take part or to buy a membership. As a matter of fact, they can purchase product for less money than distributors can without enrolling in the business. They can just become a customer and enjoy the product at a fair price. And when you look at that, if that's at 70%, it's impossible that Nerium is a Ponzi scheme, because the vast majority of our revenue on a monthly basis is generated by customer purchases that are outside of the compensation plan. So that's really all there is to say about this. Full stop. Nerium generates real customers. Therefore, it's not a Ponzi scheme or a pyramid scheme. So for all of our Australian friends that are looking at Nerium coming to Australia, just understand that much like in any industry that's new to someone, there's some ignorance that has to be dealt with, and people just have the lack of basic facts. I understand why they're doing it, and I understand it, but the facts remain. Nerium is not a pyramid scheme. It has a structure. It has real customers. It's been around for 5 years. It's legitimate. We've done close to $1 billion in revenue globally. We're fully accredited and fully licensed in every single country we're in, which means our compensation plan is vetted by all the federal governments that have licensed us for opening in their countries, and the same will happen in Australia. So if we were a pyramid scheme or a Ponzi scheme, we would not go through official channels, would we? We would just open and use an e-commerce platform to do things. That's not how we do things. We have an office in Australia. We have boots on the ground in Australia. We're going to build this with real products and real science, just like we did in every country we've been in so far. So I hope that you got something out of this, you guys. And if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message, make a comment in the section below. And we'd love to chat with you, regardless of whether you're going to be working in our team or not. If there's anything we can do to help you grow your business or help you address any concerns that you have about the direct sales industry in general, we'd love to do that. Thanks very much and have a great day.